This is the new Hyundai Venue and it's a model a lot of you have been waiting for. Over this video, we'll quickly run through all that's new on this all-important new compact SUV. Now, in terms of design, it's quite a departure from the older Venue and you'll see more than a few hints of the latest of Hyundai's in the design and styling of the new Venue. So the top portion is something that we've seen on the Alcazar, the Creta. You've got this full width LED light bar and it looks really good. You have an angular grille with a different mesh for the N-line versions, which I'll cover in a bit. The headlights get this L-shaped lighting figurine, as well as full LED elements on the top spec variants. Lower down on the bumper, you get this pretty bulky silver cladding, and it does add some visual mass to the design. You see that approach at the sides as well. Hyundai has gone for these very exaggerated creases on top of the wheel arches, both front and back. And this is a look that we saw on the Tucson formerly, as well as the Exter more recently. It does its bit to make the Venue feel a bit bigger than it actually is. And there's also pretty pronounced cladding above the 16-inch rims. 16-inch rims are pretty attractive. The N-line gets 17 inches. In its overall dimensions, not much has changed, but the wheelbase is now 20 millimeters longer. If you look on top, you get these roof rails pretty pronounced, and at the back, what makes a big difference to the look and helps you identify this as the new Venue instantly is the inclusion of a rear quarter glass, as well as this silver embellishment on the D-pillar. At the back, you get a wraparound look for the tail lights, and I think it looks really good with this light bar running across the width of the tail section. What's also really nice is that the Venue name sits behind this glass panel, a very interesting detail. Again, Hyundai has gone for pretty pronounced silver cladding lower down, and you can tell that they've really done their bit to make the Venue look larger than it is, something buyers will appreciate. Now, in terms of practicality, the tailgate opens up to a fairly sizable and well-shaped luggage area, and what's nice is that you get a proper spare tire under the boot floor. For added space, the rear seat split 60-40, so you can actually fit in quite a bit into what is not a very large car. Now, where the Venue takes a big step up is in the cabin. Cabin quality is almost a return to form for Hyundai. The last few Hyundais haven't really been the top of the segment in terms of the look and feel of things, but the Venue is really good. You get textured plastics here, a very nice panel over here, and even plastics lower down aren't all that bad. It is more than acceptable for this class of car. Of course, helping the feel of things inside is the dashboard itself. If you look closely, it's got this H pattern with vertically oriented AC vents at the sides, these horizontal ones, so it has this H look about it. But what really stands out are these 12.3-inch screens. It's a curved display. You get digital dials with 3 themes, as well as a 12.3-inch touchscreen. It runs the latest of software. It runs a NVIDIA system, and it gets the all-important functionality of wireless connectivity for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The screen is really slick to use. There's a full suite of connected car features, and what's also really impressive is the 360-degree camera that looks like it belongs to a more expensive car. Now, in terms of other cool features, while you can operate a lot from the touchscreen, Hyundai has retained physical buttons for the climate control system and the audio system, and that is something we really appreciate. Lower down, you get a wireless charging pad, you get USB slots. The center console is also really well thought out. You get a mobile phone holder, 2 cup holders, as well as shortcut keys for front seat ventilation, the parking camera, and the electronic parking brake, which is one of the many new additions to the Venue. Of the other additions is drive and traction modes. Now, drivers will like the seating position. The front seats are not all that large. One complaint I've had with a lot of Hyundais is that shoulder support is a bit lacking, and you feel that here as well. But the steering is good to hold. Again, it gets all the buttons. And in case you notice, there's no Hyundai logo here. These 4 dots represent H in Morse code. A cool detail that we've seen in the past on the Ioniq Features wise, the Venue packs in a whole lot. You get semi-powered seats, these two lovely touchscreens, a Bose sound system. But one thing which is missing on the Venue is a panoramic sunroof. You still get a single pane sunroof. Now, it might not be a deal breaker for many, but in a segment where every detail counts, it is a bit of a miss. Now, Hyundai claims that they have made getting in and out of the Venue a bit easier, and it does seem a bit more convenient than I remember the last Venue to feel. The bigger difference comes in the sense of space, where the Venue felt quite tight in terms of the space or perceived space. This one is a whole lot nicer. Now, the front seat is set to my driving position. I'm just under 6 feet tall and I have adequate knee room, and what really helps is that the front seat backs have been scooped out for more room. Now, width is also seemingly more than the last car, but I wouldn't call this the most spacious compact SUV. Something like a Cirrus, with which the Venue shares a lot under the skin, is way roomier. Now, in terms of seat comfort, I like the seating position at the back. You also have the option to adjust the recline angle by 2 stages, which is a cool inclusion. Hyundai has also added in rear sun blinds, which is a very nice feature to have. You get a rear center armrest with 2 cup holders, rear AC vents, as well as 2 Type-C charging ports. Hyundai has changed the variant names with the new Venue. Here's a look at what the top spec HX10 packs in. The new Venue is built on the Hyundai Group's K1 enhanced platform. Now, Hyundai says that it has been strengthened. Now, there is no crash test rating from Bharat NCAP or Global NCAP as yet, but there is a word that it will be a 5-star car when it is put to the test. As standard, the Venue gets 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, electronic stability control, hill start assist, and 3-point seat belts for all seats. All but the base variant get tire pressure monitor, and top spec versions also pack in all 4 disc brakes. The Venue also takes a step up with a more advanced ADAS suite that's based on camera and radar inputs. There's auto emergency braking, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control with stop and go, and more. Now, under the engine bay, not all that much has changed on the Venue from Gen 1 to Gen 2, so you still get a base 1.2 litre 4-cylinder engine that makes 83 horsepower and is available with a 5-speed manual gearbox. The other petrol engine of choice is a 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol unit, makes 120 horsepower, is offered with a 6-speed manual and a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Then there's also the option of a 1.5 litre diesel as before, 115 horsepower with a 6-speed manual as standard. The new addition is a 6-speed torque converter automatic, formerly only available with the Kia Sonet and the Kia Ceros. Now, diesel engine and automatic transmission option really makes a big difference to buyers who are looking to use their compact cars for a lot of running. Here's a look at the fuel economy numbers for each of the engine gearbox options. Hyundai has also revealed the Venue N-Line. Think of it as a sportier looking Venue, though there's no word on suspension, engine or sound updates. Available only with the 1 litre petrol engine, it's differentiable with its sportier bumper, different grille mesh, N-Line badging and red detailing. The N-Line has a more confident stance thanks to its larger 17-inch rims, and if you note, there's no cladding above the arches. The rear is decked up with a dual-wing spoiler up top and dual-tip exhausts. Inside, the N-Line sports an all-black theme with tasteful red detailing. Metal pedals lend a sporty vibe, and the highlight is the steering. It's chunky and home to pod-like controls for the drive and traction modes. Really cool. Hyundai hadn't announced prices at the time of shooting this video, and you'll find the price list in the pinned comments. So that's your first look of the new Hyundai Venue. It's taken a step up in quality, features and space, but how does it all come together? We're driving the new Hyundai this week and will be out with our full review soon. Stay tuned. In the meantime, do give us your thoughts on the Venue and if it could be your next compact SUV. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the Autocar India channel and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we have a new video up.